True believers, it's your man Keanu believes. Guys, today Bitcoin is testing its resistance with a lot of analysts predicting that it's going to bounce back down to about 44,000 before it rises again. Of course, we are at closeout Friday in 2 more days. So what did you expect was going to happen? And because they want to make that short and they don't want to lose their asses, you know what they're calling it? A healthy correction. And StarLink, welcome aboard. This is not financial advice, but I am always right. All right, guys, the market is trading at $2.107 trillion. That is down 4.7% in a 24-hour period. That means, ouch. Guys, there's a lot of green still here. But the only reason the green is here that you're seeing right now in this column and in this bar is because the last hour or so has seen about a $50 billion pickup. The 7-day averages, they still look healthy. It still looks like there's some movement going on. But guys, we're in a correction mode right now because the U.S. government, which we'll get to in a little while, is doing everything it can to steal from you. They do not want you to prosper. They do not like your prosperity, and they are coming for your wallet. Moving on. Hey guys, let's get after it, and let's start with the big dog. Bitcoin loses 48,000 as analysts eye next zones for potential Bitcoin price bounce. It could take 44,000 or 40,600 before Bitcoin bulls take back control in what is nevertheless a welcome correction for Bitcoin. So guys, why is it a welcome correction? Because the shorts are coming due, and this guy is a corporate overlord who's just letting you know that it would be nice if all of these shorts were met on Friday, because he wants his people to win. He wants you, the small investor, to take the L. That's how this works. Moving on. Hey guys, just to give you an example of how slow this market moves when it comes to news, yesterday we covered that Visa, who is now everywhere you want to be, bought CryptoPunk, the NFT, and it's not being covered until today on the blockcrypto.com. So news travels pretty slowly for an online entity like Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. So we are doing our very best to keep you informed as best we can on what's going on and why it's going on. So, yeah. Moving on. Hey, does shit ever stick to your fur? Said Nancy Pelosi to everyone invested in crypto. The House has passed this bipartisan infrastructure bill for $3.5 trillion today. However, an important thing to note in here is that they are over broadly defining what a broker is, and the attempt here is to raise $28 billion over 10 years from a broadened crypto tax provision. What? That's right. They see you getting rich, and they want to get their grubby mitts in your pocket. You know why? Because they don't respect you, the investor. You know what they respect? Your wallet. Why don't you just give them your Visa card and let them charge it all? Because it's everywhere you want to be. Moving on. All right, Keanu is trading at 96.79, dropped a 0. Ouch. Down 8.04% to 24 hours ago. Low trading volume. Looks like we just got a little bit of a leg up, but guys, when the market is tough, everything's tough. So expect there to be some correction. Expect to be involved in some extended consolidation. And with the gas prices being what they are these days, and I feel like I'm from the 70s, with the gas prices being what they are right now, expect for this to keep going in the short term until people settle down and simmer down just a little bit. But guys, stay faithful to your product, and remember, the moon and Mars, it's not far away. We just got to have faith to get there. Moving on. Okay, folks, we just covered Keanu, which is down 8%, and here we are on HokkFi, and it is down 6.69% at 1,340. Again, you are seeing the absolute same chart. There's a consolidation happening right now. There are some nervous investors. There's a lot of nervous sentiment right now. These are not, by the way, the unfaithful. Okay, remember that. The HokkFi people are working diligently on HokkFi right now. But before releasing a swap or new content, it has to be audited. So I know, and I was in your chat yesterday, there's a lot of frustration, but make certain that you have to make sure that there's no problems that's going to cause theft or something worse, because there are some other tokens that have gone through something. And if you look in your chat, you will see yesterday that your dev team and mods, they were posting things about that, and they were showing you that, you know, these things happen, and you don't want to lose everything to somebody who is trying to game or scam you. So have patience with your team and understand that they are there for you. They are not trying to work against you. They are doing everything they can to make sure that you are prospering. Moving on. Guys, we just covered Keanu and Hokk being just a little bit down over the day, but guess what? There's some saving grace, because Sanshu is at 1988, and that is up 3.69%, which means their investors stayed a little bit faithful. They stuck with it, and now they're starting to see a lift. Guys, that's exactly what you want to see when you are investing in crypto. You want to see things going up. You want to see them rising, and Sanshu is bringing it to you today. Next step, I guess, is going to be on this top 10 list for Sanshu. As of this moment, they are still in need of a developer for the UI, UX to get the dog park going forward. So if you can meet those needs, please contact Sanshu inside their Telegram. Moving on. Floki Vikings. What's going on, guys? Trading at 38.03 today. That's down 11.5%, and that's keeping in line with Keanu and HokkFi, who are still down. Sanshu so far is the only dog that's been up today. But we have a statement that came out on Floki Inu yesterday. So I'm going to read it for you real quick. Y'all are legends, Vikings. I won't be able to give a detailed update. And this is from B, by the way. I won't be able to give a detailed update right now. I know y'all love to see your B typing, but I will say this. Do not take the silence from the team right now for inaction or weakness. Big moves are being made in the background right now, and you will get to know soon. I know some people only want news and feel frustrated if there's no news after a few days or weeks. I'd rather most people get off this Viking train ASAP, to be honest. Heck, I'd push for toning down the news just to get these people off the train. We're not a pump and dump, for God's sake. Floki isn't a pump and dump, nor is it a short-term project. We are making big moves that are beyond just dropping some news every other day to pump the price, which is not sustainable. Instead, we're building a strong foundation for a project that will stay very strong for years to come and that will survive many bear markets. If you don't believe in this vision, you shouldn't be here. If you do, you will be heavily rewarded. That said, while a lot of stuff going on in the background excites me, I will drop the final teaser just for your ears only. I assume that includes my ears. We've got amazing stuff planned for the Viking Raiders. Who knows? We might just have found a way to etch the name of our top shillers and raiders in Floki history. On the top, Raiders right now, and those who will join their ranks, we see you all. So, if you've been raiding and think your effort is going unnoticed, do not slack. Trust me, do not slack. You will be freaking happy that you raided. So, guys, your dev team is telling you that if you're not faithful, if you are faithful, they're working for you, not against you. Moving on. All right, Saitama Wolfpack, you are trading at 81.47. That's basically trending even on the day at 0.8. That's about a 1% increase over the day. So just like Sanshu, you guys are trending on the up. And for those of you that don't know, check out their Telegram. They have a new official NFT. And folks, this is a one-of-a-kind opportunity because there's only one copy available, and you can be the single holder of this token. No other copies will be issued in the future. And when you see it, you're going to get a little bit nostalgic because this item is exclusive. We've decided to list it for auction to give anyone the chance to win. As always, you're helping us leveraging our marketing and taking Saitama beyond. You can place your bid at saitamatoken.com/#NFT. And guys, go check it out because it is pretty Dang. Awesome. Moving on. All right, guys. Kishu is trading at 80.65. That's down 4.35% to yesterday and represents what's basically the general trend. Everybody's either trading about even or down just a little bit. And this is more consolidation. Again, the U.S. government did us no favors last night, and we're coming up on Short Friday. So with that being the case, it is probably one of those weekends where we're all going to see a nice lift, but we got to get to the weekend, which means we got to eat some of these dips a little bit to get moving back forward. $419,000 in volume. It's not a bad day, but it's certainly not the kind of day that Kishu is used to having. And today, 5 hours and 18 minutes from right now, there will be an AMA. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern, if I'm doing that right. 1 p.m. Eastern? No. That's at 1 p.m. Central. Sorry about that. And there's going to be some updates on the weekend city takeover. So, Kishu faithful, stay faithful. Moving on. All right, guys, this is the first coverage for StarLink. And if you're not familiar with StarLink, all you ever have to do is look at the DEX Tools trend, and you will see StarLink has spent an awful lot of time in that spot. Now, StarLink is trading at 2083, which is down 9% to yesterday. But if you look at their chart, they traded $18 million worth of volume yesterday with a market cap of $207 million. And if I just scroll out right here, what they are doing has been great. During this time where everybody else has been struggling a little bit, and you can see some struggle here from the 23rd to right now, a little consolidation period. It's happening. It's going to happen. But they have been on an uptrend like very, very few tokens over the last 4 months. When you look at the top performing metaverse projects in the last 30 days, there's StarLink and then everybody else combined. They probably all don't add up to what StarLink has done. So dev team over at StarLink, big shout out. You guys are absolutely crushing it. StarLink was also listed on the WHO exchange with almost $1 billion trading volume daily. Also, we want to take a look at the StarLink website. This is a very, very nice setup. And as tokens go, I'm pretty sure that there's some gaming involved here in the future. This is a good project. They have a white paper. Here's your tokenomics community. You can go check them out everywhere. Folks, this is not a project to miss out on. Most of us who are into a little bit of everything, this is definitely something to keep your eye on and give yourself a move to it, because this is StarLink and it's pretty sweet. Moving on. Hey, Shiba, listen, a couple days ago, we were talking about how every day since you guys thought that I was trying to steal people or whatever it is that you thought I was doing, you've been dropping. Today, the trading is at 73.15, which is down 7.8% to previous days. And your volume is about to become smallium because there are other tokens now that are passing you by. Maybe they should be nice to me. I mean, maybe not. Who knows? But trading at 73.15, down 7.8% on the previous day. And as you can see from the trend, there is a lot of FUD happening right now. And I assure you, it is not because of the development team. The development team is always on top of everything. There is a reason that they have such a high market cap. There's a reason that they are one of the top 50 coins that there are in this business. So make no mistake, I'm over here playing around about Shiba because they're paranoid and they ban me from their chat. But the reality is they are doing great things. So keep on the path. Remember, the unfaithful get shaken out and the faithful will prosper. Moving on. All right, guys, I'm going to get on a little bit of a rant here, but we're going to talk about something that we normally don't talk about here, and that is COVID. COVID is a very divisive thing amongst everybody right now, and there are people on one side who think that you should mask up and be triple vaccinated. There are people on another side who think that it could still be just a myth and just the flu, because every scientist in the world is for some reason lying, and there's a conspiracy against just like one person, I think. I'm not really sure what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. So the important part to us is what happens to the digital currency market and cryptocurrency when COVID cases spike, because right now we are going through what is called a massive spike in COVID cases everywhere. Now, the data will tell you this: 95.5% of the hospitalizations that are happening right now across America, and some of the southern states are getting it a little bit worse than others right now, but across America, 95.5% of the people going into the hospital are not vaccinated. The interesting part about that is that it is allowing for the cases to rise. Now, one of the things that matters is how you transmit infection from one person to another. And at the start of cryptocurrency, one of the big ways and one of the big takeaways from the cryptocurrency universe was that COVID could transfer from fiat money. So everybody should use a credit card. Everybody should stay away from cash. And then the crypto market starts to bear that out. Now, I'm not going to show you the charts, but I'm going to tell you that if you're interested, you should look it up, because the data does exist online. A little while after every single spike in COVID cases, guess what you see? A giant spike in cryptocurrency. So guys, I'm not telling you that there is a giant spike coming, but I am telling you that there is a giant spike of COVID cases right now, and it is at a level that we have not seen since the height of COVID last year. And that was not the lockdown phase. That was just the beginning. I'm talking about July, when hospital beds were full everywhere and people couldn't go see a doctor, et cetera, et cetera. It's that high right now, and that means that in short order, the cryptocurrency market might be set for a gigantic explosion. So guys, stay faithful to cryptocurrency. It is the future. And make sure that you follow data. And the data right now is suggesting that COVID and crypto are tied together. And when COVID goes up, so does crypto. And it is way up right now. So get your bag set, because we might be on a rocket ship, and it might include everybody right now. Guys, that's my time. Let's all have a good day and prosper.
Been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles.